Jonah Ballow here for Knicks.com with one of our favorites, Jason Smith, who is going to take a look at this Pistons team here. You guys have a practice before squaring off against Detroit. Much different than when you faced them here in Detroit a while ago. Have you had a chance to look at them on tape, see some of the changes they've made and how that's affected them moving forward?
I mean, they're playing a lot different without Josh Smith. They're playing a lot more together. They still have the great threat of Monroe and Drummond down low. Two big guys, very skilled players. But for us, we just have to play good team defense, talk out pick and rolls, and really go out there, play aggressive, and execute our offensive game plan.
Interesting, Brandon Jennings out, but they get Reggie Jackson. So does he sort of step into that role of guy that's going to get through the lane and try to make plays, not only offensively, but help out his teammates on the perimeter?
I mean, he's a very versatile guard, really good young player in this league. He's going to be a tough guard, but like I said, we just have to really talk out screens. He does a lot of screen and roll action, really attacks off screen and roll action. Just communicating with those guards when the screen's coming, which side it's coming from, really maybe trying to get the ball out of his hands at most points. But for the most part, just play good team defense. It's not really one person out there that's going to hurt us. We just really have to go out there, make sure we're all on the same page on defense, and we'll be okay.
All right, for fans out there, take us through the mind of a center, a power forward, when you're playing a guy like Drummond or Monroe, and how you physically have to prepare for, when they're trucking down the lane and keeping them out of the paint before they get established. What goes through your mind, and physically what do you have to do to ensure that you're going to have success on the defensive end of the floor?
Really make sure you do your work early. If they get ahead of steam, it's going to be hard to stop those guys. I think for Drummond, he's really a big guy that if he gets ahead of steam, he can jump over anybody. He's proven it time and time again. Monroe, he's a guy that as long as you stay between him and the basket, really just trying to work your feet and footwork. He's a great player down on the post, but he has a lot of fakes and everything. Just staying disciplined, staying down on all of his pump fakes. They're two tough guys, but just got to do your work early.
I talked to Jose about, now that he's been a veteran in this league for a while, starting to learn tendencies and teaching some of the young guys that once you see a guy before, you'll know what he wants to do and where he wants to go. How helpful is that when you've been in the league a couple years and you can start to see these little things and know where a player is going to be each time they step on the floor?
That's big. You have a couple years of experience under your belt. You can't substitute that with telling a guy what to do. Once they go through it, you get that sense of what they're going to do. You know how to stop it. You know how best to try and stop it. With those guys, just make sure you do your work early and try and prevent them getting early duck-ins, getting ahead of steam to the rim for dunks, oops. It's all about preparation and focus, really focusing in on what guys do well and really trying to take that away from them.
Okay, Jose might not be able to play in the contest, but Shane, possibly back for you guys, has that help with the guard situation and where he can maybe fill a role and also the speed that he brings to the table?
Shane is a really versatile player. Like you said, he's got a great, speedy, versatile game. He can push the ball for us, and on the other side, he can defend really well, really pressure that ball. It's going to be good to get him back. He's working on his conditioning right now just to try and get his lungs back underneath him. But I think he'll be okay. He'll add a point guard out there to really get us in our sets, push the ball in offensive transition, and really give us that defensive stopper out there for the guard position.
All right. We always appreciate your insight into the game. And, it's warm and balmy out there in Detroit, so stay out of trouble.
Yeah, nice and snowy. Great.
We're almost in March, so hopefully warmer weather. Thanks again so much.
Yep, thank you.